Thank you, Mr. Molish and Mr. Williams. Can we give Mr. Molish and Mr. Williams a big round of applause? And William Jardina as well for playing a little Dave Brubeck to lead us off. Thank you, William. Very well done. Welcome to our 2023 middle school closing exercises. It is our honor to have you here with us to celebrate the end of the 22-23 school year and the culmination of the middle school careers of our 8th graders on stage today, Sanford's graduating class of 2027. I'd like to thank several people to begin our program today. First, Emily Amendum, Max Schneider, Jessica Gandolfo, and Karen Perkins, and all of our middle school teachers, both past and present. Have a group of retired teachers up in the back row coming to cheer us on as well. Can we thank all of these middle school educators, please? Your hard work and patience and dedication have given our students this year and every year that has shepherded this class to today's celebration. I ask that our middle school faculty, past and present, please stand so that we can recognize you. We are very fortunate indeed. To our parents and families of this 8th grade class, thank you for partnering with us during your child's middle school years. And to our class of 2027, our 8th graders, we're here to congratulate and celebrate you both collectively and individually today. 8th graders, you have answered the call that Sanford put out to you so well on so many fronts. In the classroom, you pushed yourself to become studious and thoughtful scholars. On the athletic field and courts, you grew as competitors and as teammates. In the art studio and on the Sanford stage, you honed your artistic and musical theatrical talents. Through all these endeavors, you continually took risks and left your comfort zones. You showed up, shared your ideas, you pitched in, and you lent a hand. You made and lost friends. You felt the joy of a hard-fought victory and the sting of an achingly close loss. All of those experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, that's not just the stuff of middle school. No, far from it. Because the truth is, at any age, whether it's middle school or upper school and college, adult life, we are all still figuring it out. The good news for you, Sanford 8th graders, is that compared to most students your age, from most schools, you are way far ahead of the curve. Because you've grown up here at Sanford. You had Sanford teachers challenging and nurturing you every step of the way. And wherever you go in the coming years, whether it's right back here to Sanford's upper school or a different high school, you all have the toolkit for success, and we want you to use it. I also hope that you remember the lessons that you learned here. Work hard, tell the truth, do the right thing. Sanford class of 2027, you are going to soar, and I'm certain of that. And I can't wait to see what we have in store in our ceremony today. Thank you very much. Our second student performer is actually going to deliver a speech. It's Campbell Ecker. Oh, I'm sorry, she's singing. Did I just give you a little scare, Campbell? Oh, you didn't know you were giving a speech. No, she's singing a song that's titled, I think it's so appropriate for us at Sanford. The title of the song is Humble and Kind. Campbell Ecker.
Forget the keys under the mat. Childhood always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between being with someone and being with someone you love. I love you ain't no pick-up line, so always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. But don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle, shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind.
Good morning. This class took their first steps as fifth graders as I stepped into my role as head of the middle school. Back then, in the spring of their fourth grade year, Griffin, Lincoln, and Charlotte told everyone that they were going to get golf cart rides everywhere they went for the next 4 years. I'm pretty sure they knew that plan wouldn't come to fruition, but they'd have no way to predict that we would all have to navigate the middle school waters together with COVID in tow. Finally, at long last, facing a year that felt close to normal, this year, their last in the middle school. I know every one of us here today, every teacher, every family member, and every student is thrilled to be here to celebrate the class of 2027, to celebrate all of their accomplishments of their middle school days and their growth as students and as people, since they started their days as fifth graders. As we move through the ceremony today, you will get just a glimpse of the many gifts and talents the students of this class will take with them as they move to their upper school experiences. We will begin by inviting Jamie Clark and Nina Silverman Weeks to the stage. Mr. Clark will kick off this portion of the program with some excitement by announcing the winning team of this year's field day. Next, Nina Silverman Weeks will showcase the work of one of our 8th grade artists.
Okay, last year it wasn't even close, and everybody knew what the team was going to be that won this year. So this year I'll say it was a lot closer. Gold team I think next year is your year.
We have a tradition in the middle school where a work of art is selected by the art department to represent each grade level. The artwork then becomes a part of the middle school's permanent collection. Students bestowed with this honor have worked hard in the studio and have practiced many positive artistic behaviors throughout the year. Dylan Tuskwith's photograph, entitled Peace, has been selected as the 8th grade art gift to the school. Dylan, would you please stand and be recognized?
Thank you, Jamie and Nina. Growing Up is a Funny Thing is the title of our student address today, presented by Dylan Grace. Come on down, Dylan. Maybe this wasn't the best place to put Dylan's speech.
Hi. No, I'm great. Woo! Hi, guys. Oh, okay. Where? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Growing up is a funny thing. As a kid, I distinctly remember how I wanted so badly to be 14. And here I am, 14, wondering what the hype was about. Why wasn't I excited to be 5? 5 was the age to be. The only responsibilities we had were our ABCs and not breaking an arm on the monkey bars. Frozen came out when I was 5. But as much as I would love to be 5, I'm still 14. Oh no, I'm still at 8th grade and I don't have to worry about breaking an arm on the monkey bars because between then and now, my legs have grown to reach the floor. Between then and now, my calluses faded, my hair grew, and my brain absorbed 9 years worth of information. My perspective changed between then and now. Between then and now, I've realized while things like friendship, memories, and time seem like they are going to last forever, the reality is quite the opposite. Friendships are a funny thing, and by funny, I mean complicated. I'm sure that any middle school students would back me up on that one. I find it odd how sometimes you find yourself confiding in one of those people that you never got along with a year ago. I find it comforting how everyone knows everyone here, so everyone is connected in some way. I find it strange how some of your closest friends you've known only for a year, while people you've known your whole life just don't feel as close. It's wonderful to watch friendships grow, like Ava and Charlie, a dynamic duo who barely talked to each other a year ago, but now it's rare to catch one of them without the other. I find it sort of nerve-wracking as we approach the coming year, watching some of your good old friends take a different route, while at the same time you're meeting new people who have the possibility of being a future good old friend. Although it can be overwhelming, the most important lesson of friendship I've learned is that friends aren't always meant to remain in your life forever. I believe that every time two people cross paths, they serve a purpose in each other's life. So I'd like to thank the class of 2027 for crossing paths with me and each other. Without realizing, we all grew together. Without even knowing it, we've changed each other's lives forever, and I find that beautiful. Time is a funny thing. I don't think any of us listened when we were told how fast time flies. It felt like middle school would last forever. 4th year seems like a lot more time than it is until it's already come and gone. Upper school has always felt so far away, something you don't have to worry about until you're old enough. But now you've done your course selection, you've wrapped up your exams, and Bradley has made his last out-of-pocket comment of the year, and suddenly you're old enough. Suddenly I understand what our parents are talking about when they say, "You're growing up so fast." And suddenly High School Musical seems a lot less realistic. The funny thing about middle school is I've never heard an adult look back and say that they reflect on their middle school years fondly. In fact, I've heard most adults say that they were the worst, most embarrassing, most awkward years of their life. And honestly, I get it now. Middle school was awkward. However, since nobody looks back on these years fondly anyways, why not have fun while you're in them? Despite those discomfort, I've made some of my best friends, memories, and crafted many stories to tell. From Mr. Davenport hanging Nathan's pants out the window, to Lincoln and Logan bothering he who shall not be named, to our entire grade going to see Lyle Lyle Crocodile in the theaters. The middle school stories are endless. So when I am the adult looking back and reflecting on my time in middle school, although I will most likely recall the obvious awkwardness and embarrassment, I'm forever grateful for all of you for making it slightly more bearable. Memories are a funny thing, and in this case, that's meant literally. The Sanford 8th grade group is absolutely hilarious. If you know me well, you know that preserving my memories has always been incredibly important to me. I'm always taking a picture, writing a moment, or adding a quote to the quote book, a little list of funny moments I've kept since 7th grade. And thanks to you guys, that quote list is very, very long. It's absolutely wild the amount of memories packed into the last 4 years, especially when the first 2 consisted of Zoom gym class meetings, making Play-Doh with Miss Silverman over a Zoom call for a holiday treat, and FaceTime sleepovers thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. I can hardly believe that all of that was 3 years ago. Although those were unprecedented times, I personally look back on those memories fondly. The crazy thing about memories is that you don't realize that you're making them. Who knew that our tour of the upper school would forever be ingrained in my brain after the table behind me ate 5 boxes of pizza, according to Griffin? Or that the normal global studies class would include Summer asking, in which era did poop in pans? Or that my government class would turn into Shannon accidentally hitting Miss Cushing with a basketball, resulting in Cole yelling that the president just hit a teacher. That's what I love so much about memories, how purely accidental they are. Thanks to those happy accidents, our time in middle school was made so much more memorable. This brings me back to growing up, which is still a funny thing, because we are never truly going to stop doing it. If you think about it, even though we seem all grown up, we never are. We've been growing from the day that we were born, and we will continue to grow forever. In growing up, we as a community share experiences, thoughts, laughs, learning, and our lives. In growing up, we learn things and meet people and make friends. Through growing up, we've made things out of clay and promises and broken both. In growing up, some things move too fast, some things drag on forever, and sometimes you wish you could rewind the clock or run it forward, because sometimes you wish you were still 5, singing Let It Go until our parents couldn't take it anymore. You wish the calluses on your hands hadn't faded yet because your legs still dangled when you hung from the monkey bars. As we keep growing up, we will learn new things and have new experiences. We will grow together and apart. As we keep growing up, we will forget some memories, some people's names, and some of our middle school experiences. As we keep growing up, we may forget how it felt to be 13 and 14, sitting at our middle school graduation, anticipating what the rest of your life is going to look like. Class of 2027, we may forget some things, but right now, let's take a moment to remember. Never forget, no matter where life takes us, we all have one thing in common. We were kids together. Thank you.
Well said, Dylan. In the next segment of our program, our faculty will recognize some of our talented 8th graders who have demonstrated specific success in each of our disciplines. Will the award presenters please line up and prepare to present awards?
That was a beautiful speech, Dylan. The Art Award goes to a student who has developed an exuberant passion for taking photographs. She has learned to look up, down, and all around by observing the world from different perspectives. This student practices the craft of taking photographs every day, with one theme idea leading to another. She has sent me captures at all times of the day and night. Captivated by the eerie glow of barn lights, interesting people, friends, or images of nature, she is by definition a creative. It is my pleasure to present Dylan Grace with the 2023 Art Award.
The Band Award is presented to an outstanding member of the Sanford Performing Arts community. This person is a remarkably talented instrumentalist who continues to improve year by year, always pushing and challenging themselves. They are a leader by example in our ensemble of how to prepare for and act during a rehearsal, and I know that pretty much any sheet music that I put on their stands will be learned quickly. This person represented Sanford at the Delaware All-State Junior Honors Band and is our lone middle schooler who plays up in the upper school jazz band. I'm beyond excited to see what this future holds for the student in the world of music, both on and off of Sanford's campus. And I'm very proud to present this year's award to Alex Musichuk.
The recipient of the Chorus Award is someone who has found a home in the Performing Arts Department. She is a strong, solid member of our ensemble and brought talent and excellent rehearsal etiquette to each rehearsal. She was also selected for Delaware All-State Chorus this year. She is a kind young person, thoughtful and hardworking. I can count on her to make good choices in any class, lead by example, and I look forward to her continued excellence in all things performing arts. This year's recipient is Charlotte McLeod. The recipient of the Performing Arts Drama Award is a young thespian who has found her light in the performing arts. This student goes above and beyond what is asked of her and has a wonderful work ethic. This student does a wonderful job of representing the Sanford community on stage, in our musical ensembles, and at All-State Chorus. This summer, she has a leading role in the musical Oliver at Longwood Gardens. Congratulations to this year's recipient, a young actor with so much talent and promise, Campbell Eckert.
This year's English Award recipient demonstrated a true passion for the subject throughout the school year. She understands how transformative reading can be, and her writing is inspired. She uses her writing as a tool to further express herself and understand the world around her. Her peers admire the power behind her written word. This student displayed her leadership in our class discussions, her engagement with the content, her love of learning, and her cooperation and leadership with her peers. She demonstrated her work ethic and resilience throughout the year as she pushed herself out of her comfort zone to reach greater heights. Frequently, her writing transfixed me, and I forgot I was grading it. It was an absolute pleasure to teach and learn with this student. She has an incredibly bright future. Please join me in congratulating Katie Pei.
C'est avec un grand plaisir que je présente le prix français à un étudiant qui a été choisi pour son excellente performance académique et son engagement exceptionnel. Cet élève est récompensé pour tous ses efforts et sa détermination. Cet étudiant est une source d'inspiration et un ambassadeur pour la langue et la culture française. Félicitations, Oliver Anderson.
I'm presenting the Latin Award on behalf of Daniel Wolanski. This year's Latin Award is given to a student who approaches the study of Latin with determination and eagerness. He has a strong understanding of Latin vocabulary and grammar, and is an avid participant in class discussions about mythology. This student approaches every translation methodically and with incredible attention to detail. This year, the Latin Award is presented to Henry Flavers.
The recipient of the Mathematics Award goes to a talented and very determined mathematician. This student was actively engaged and always strived to do his very best. He is a natural-born problem solver who never shied away from a challenge. In class, he would ask insightful questions and always made sure he fully understood the concepts we were learning. He worked diligently to truly grasp the mathematics. I always admired his dedication and perseverance. This year's Mathematics Award goes to Sean Joyner.
The Science Award recognizes an independent thinker with a natural curiosity about the world around him. I admire him because he is never satisfied with a surface level understanding of concepts. He truly wants to understand. That's a trait that can't be taught. He asks the tough questions that most of us would never think of. And he is an amazingly gifted young man with a very bright future in the field of science. This year's Science Award goes to Chris Liu.
The recipient of the Social Studies Award is a student who has a genuine interest in history. This young historian strives to come to a better understanding of the past and its relation to the present and future. His consistent effort in any topic we studied is commendable. For his willingness to ask questions every day, maintain a positive attitude, and always make his teachers proud, the Social Studies Award is presented to Mr. Cole Stella.
Tengo el honor de reconocer y felicitar al mejor estudiante de español. Hoy celebramos el éxito, la dedicación y el esfuerzo académico de este joven talentoso. Desde el primer día de aula, esta persona ha demostrado una curiosidad insaciable, siempre buscando nuevos desafíos por el idioma. Este año, el premio de español es otorgado a Alex Asher.
This year's Middle School Girl Athlete Award recipient is a hardworking, driven leader. She goes between her magnetic smiles with teammates to her fierce expressions on the court or field. She sought additional responsibilities as a team leader and cheered her team towards success. Her natural talent and passion were evident in her performances on the volleyball field and basketball courts and on the upper school lacrosse field. The middle school coaches are proud to present this year's Middle School Girl Athlete Award to Ellie DeLuca.
The recipient of the Boys Athletic Award was described by his coaches in these ways. He is a fierce competitor regardless of the season or sport, and he always gives his best effort, whether during practice or in games. He's a vocal leader on the court and field, helping teammates improve and understand the team strategy. His understanding of space allows him to succeed in basketball, lacrosse, and his main sport of soccer. This student has certainly earned this recognition with his play, sportsmanship, and commitment to Sanford athletics. I can't wait to coach him for the next 4 years. The Boys Athletic Award goes to Griffin Amendum.
The First Citizenship Award is presented to a student who has exhibited respect, responsibility, courtesy, and quiet leadership. The student is respected by his peers and faculty alike and is highly regarded for his integrity. The recipient of the award not only lives by the honor code, he embodies it. It is my pleasure to present this award to Ethan Isaac.
Hello again. In school, students are routinely taught the importance of being good citizens. Civic responsibility is important for people of all ages. Our second citizenship award goes to a student who shows a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and community, displays an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibility, and possesses the strength of character and the courage to do what is right. This type of leadership can take on many forms. For this student, she holds herself with utmost grace. She is patient with all of her peers, and she is unafraid to use her voice to contribute thoughtful ideas, offer words of encouragement, and demonstrate the importance of the common good. Please join me in congratulating August Towns.
This year's Service Award recipient is a model for how to serve the Sanford community as well as our local community. At the beginning of the school year, she wanted to form a community service club in the middle school. I had the pleasure of being the advisor for this club and also working very closely with her. She demonstrated innovation, kindness, compassion, consideration, and an overall positive, cheerful attitude. It is my pleasure to present the Service Award to Liv Lefkin.
The Evergreen Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated persistent growth and skill development throughout their time in the Sanford Middle School. The recipient is a contributing member to many aspects of community life, is respectful towards all community members, abides by the honor code, and always represents Sanford School well. This year, the recipient of the Evergreen Award is Oliver Anderson.
This year, the Academic Achievement Award is presented to someone who excelled in all disciplines. Their success was marked by intellectual curiosity, kindness when working with others, and a love for learning. No matter what the assignment was, this person embraced every aspect of their education at Sanford, demonstrating a genuine appreciation for the school and respect for the classroom environment. I am very pleased and honored to present the 2023 Academic Achievement Award to Alex Musachuk. Good morning. The Sanford Award is presented to a student who excels athletically in the classroom and leads classmates through actions and deeds. This student feels the pulse of the school and consistently demonstrates spirit, pride, respect, and love for Sanford School. Interacting with respect to students and faculty alike, this student volunteers tirelessly for the good of the school, and I am proud to present this year's recipient of the Sanford Award to Charlotte McLeod.
And now we will have Charlotte McLeod sing You Gotta Be.
Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up. cause your tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, reading the books your father read, trying to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Remember, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Others, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day.
The middle school has a tradition where a faculty member is selected by the 8th grade class to deliver the final words of wisdom to the class. This year, the class of 2027 has asked Jillian Morton, 8th grade science teacher, to impart, are you making faces back there? To impart her last words to the class. Jillian's address is entitled Perfect Mistakes.
Thank you. I'm gonna get prepared now. They showed us baby pictures of all your beautiful babies, and I'm just not ready, you know? You know, the fact that I'm standing up here solidifies two very important things to me today. Number one, you literally do not listen to anything I tell you to do, because I specifically said do not put my name on that form, and yet here I am. And number two, that you guys are some of the most gracious and forgiving young people that I've ever had the pleasure to teach. I say forgiving because at the beginning of this school year, my first school year at Sanford, I made a really big mistake. This is where I couldn't lose it, so I'm sorry in advance. In my previous 10 years of education, I was in schools where kindness was taken for granted. I was in schools where I was encouraged not to smile for the first several weeks. You know, never let your guard down. I was in a school where my sense of humor and my compassion for kids was seen as a sign of weakness rather than an endearing quality. So when I arrived at Sanford at the end of August, I was prepared to do everything that I had known to be necessary from my previous experiences. That, my friends, was a mistake. But you forgave me. You forgave my harsh demeanor. You gave me a chance to familiarize myself with the culture at Sanford, which was so vastly different from anything that I've ever experienced before. I'm so grateful for your grace because now I'm able to stand here after the absolute best school year of my life, and I truly mean that, to tell you how much I have learned from my mistake. I have learned that I can be kind while still holding people accountable. I have learned that I can let my guard down, have fun in the classroom, teach important concepts and skills, and still have fun. I have learned that I can actually enjoy myself while pursuing my passion of education. I have reached, in my mind, my perfect career scenario just by making mistakes. My approach in the beginning of the school year was just one of many. My life has been full of mistakes. Some of them have been in what I have done, some of them in what I have said, some in what I have thought, some in what I have wore. We won't go there. I have bombed tests. I've not made the team. I've been ostracized for really stupid things that I've done. But yet I'm the happiest that I've ever been. You will make tons of mistakes. But here's the thing, we want you to. We want you to bomb the test, and we want you to not make the team. We want you to do stupid things. And it's not because we want to see you struggle or we want to see you hurt, but because mistakes are how we learn life's best lessons. Without struggle and without failure, you'll never grow. We have seen all you struggle at times this year. We have seen you struggle with academics, with friendships, with theater, and with sports. And we have seen you get immensely frustrated. At times you've come to us with the expectation that we will fix all of your frustrations for you, and we want to. But I'm here to tell you that if you rely on others to alleviate your problems, you will never reach the happiness that you are so deserving of. We never want you to be afraid of making mistakes because the fear of failure will only hold you back from reaching your highest potential. You all have so much potential. I don't think you realize that. Every day has brought a realization of the grandeur of your intelligence and talent. Your genuine kindness has left me speechless at times. I'll never forget how good every single one of you was to my baby boy when I brought him to school that day a couple months ago. And that's forever going to hold a very special place in my heart. I've never seen anything like it, and I'll never forget it. To put it simply, in the course of 10 short months, you all have restored my faith in your generation. Scary, right? But you really have. You really have. You are the future leaders of our country. And I know that I speak for all of your teachers when I say that it has been an absolute pleasure to get to know every single one of you. Your silliness, your incredibly loud volume, so loud. Your jarring competitiveness has made memories that I'll never forget. I'll never thought I'd have to give so many pep talks during a field day, but you guys proved me wrong. You've shown me that no matter if you're competing for a state championship or just bragging rights, that it's going to be taken seriously, no matter what. You all have been unapologetically yourselves, and this year has been that much better because of that, and I hope you guys never lose that quality. So whatever you choose to do with your future, please always remember that mistakes are going to happen. They are inevitable, but it is how and what you learn from them that will lead you to fulfilling your life's purpose and achieving the happiness that you deserve. I will leave you with this quote from Winston Churchill. Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. We cannot wait to see all of your successes. Congratulations, class of 2027.
Well, that was just perfect. On this day, we celebrate these accomplished students on the stage. Students, when I announce your name, please stand. I have to let Mr. Anderson get in place. Do you want someone to hand this to you? Yeah. And walk to Mr. Anderson to receive your certificate. We also ask that your parents and family members stand when your name is called so that they too can be recognized. Griffin Amendum. Oliver Anderson. Alex Asher. and not here today because he's home with a stomach bug, but he deserves to be recognized anyway, is Aiden Buck. Colin Burke. Bryson Bynum. Sam Casio. Brendan Cox. Seth Curran. Elizabeth DeLuca. Chase Donahue. Campbell Eckerd. Elliot Evans. Bowden Fenstermacher. Caleb Veragamo. Brett Philibin. Henry Flathers. William Jardina. Dylan Grace. Liam Gary. Chase Haupt. Isabella Holmes. Savina Iliadis. Ethan Isett. Sadie Jordan. Sean Joyner. Charlie Kaler. Morgan Kalish. Matthew Kornberg. Kieran Lawson. Liv Levcon. Chris Liu. Shannon Lawley. Kevin Lee. Macy McLeod. Logan Mahin. Vince Mangrelli. Arabella Marcinko. Charlotte McLeod. Summer Millard. Alex Musichuk. Henry Newberger. Bradley Bankowski, Jillian Patterson, Caitlin Pay, Michael Pompey, Nathan Ross, Levi Rude, Paul Schiavi, Ali Simeone, Lincoln Smith, Cole Stella, Jackson Stenta, Ava Stewart, August Towns, Pleasant Towns, Anastasia Satsaronis, Owen Tucker. Our class of 2027. Are we good? Okay. Parents who have more than one child tell all their children they do not have a favorite. I know a frequent debate in my own house is focused on who this honor goes to. Similarly, division heads will tell you the same thing. But I will also tell you that this class does hold a special place in my heart. Since I have known one of you since birth, I have known each of you as you have joined this class. For some of you, that meant meeting you on the lower school playground in the late days of August when you were barely 4 years old. And for others of you, that meant meeting you along the way as you joined this class. You started as a lean but mighty 19, and you've become this year's 58, with more to come when new members join the class as you head into the upper school in the fall. As I've been preparing to close the ceremony today, I've been thinking about this class, the class of 2027, quite a bit. I even went around to the middle school teachers yesterday and asked them to share their impressions of this class with me. It may not come as a surprise to many here today that the first adjective used by pretty much every teacher I talked to was an adjective Mrs. Wharton already shared, and that adjective is loud. But I think we get to loud for a whole host of really good reasons. This is a group who genuinely loves to learn and loves to move. Not only are they passionate, curious, and enthusiastic about learning, but you are comfortable with questioning and challenging information you are presented with. On top of that, you like to keep yourselves busy, whether that's related to academics, athletics, the arts, or other hobbies and activities. We can see this in the many ways that you express yourselves. You have a lot of energy, and you're active, eager students, learners, and people. And this is how we get to loud. Other impressions teachers shared with me about this group included that you are welcoming, genuine, confident, in some cases maybe overly so, and loyal to each other and to our community. One member of the faculty noted that she sees you look out for each other in a way that isn't always typical of middle school students. Now, middle school is a time of immeasurable growth physically. I know I'm probably not the only one who's been getting those memories pop up in my photo apps from 4 years ago. So it's a time of immeasurable growth physically, cognitively, socially, emotionally. And as you leave this stage today, leave here knowing how proud we are of all the ways you have grown individually and how you have grown collectively into the class of 2027. And leave here knowing we will be watching with pride and delight to see what the next 4 years will bring. In those years, make good use of the gifts you have developed here in the middle school, and take note of the lyrics shared by your classmates today. Remember to be kind, be humble, be cool, be calm, be tough, be strong, be wise, challenge the future, and above all else, stay together. When you stay together and share your gifts with each other and our community, you will accomplish great things. Now, we say goodbye to your time in the middle school. After the 8th grade recesses and the ceremony concludes, summer will officially begin. Would everyone please stand as we dismiss the 7th and 8th grade faculty and the class of 2027 as their middle school days come to a close.